Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Moose. Hey, Sue. Hey, Matt. I love watching the kits. They are so entertaining, and they love to come to the door to get petted. How are you this morning, Matt? I see there's Moose Gaming. If they're still here, I don't know. Then you got Joy and Sue, which is the Bud Files, the Matt, which is Grafted Branch Homestead. And it seems like a lot of people are late this morning. Whoops. Good morning, Buster. And I still haven't processed all those quail yet. And I still haven't sent out those gifts those that everybody won. I'm really slacking and I apologize. So I end up sending a little extra in with them. And it's already 35 degrees this morning. We had a couple days, it was 19 degrees when I first got up to take Lucy out. But we were lucky it wasn't windy. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah, yikes. It wasn't windy, so all I did is put a light scarf around my face and my coat and hat and gloves, and we walked our we walked our walk. Good morning, Vicky. Welcome aboard. Now, I've been ranging a lot of people that will have scheduled for guest speakers. Um, Starting the 23rd, we'll have Jasmine Bass. On the 30th, we'll have Katrina of Sew and Tear. And on the 27th, 2 days after Christmas, we'll have Linda Eastern. Well, Vicky, you better get that coffee going. That's okay, Matt. You can call me anytime that that we are not online. And I'm still waiting for return calls. I know Dale's Quail is going to be in February. Zach will be here probably sometime in January. Chris Carnes will have January 6th. Good morning, Dawn. Hello, TM. Yeah, I'm trying, I believe in supporting everybody. And I'm going to be having other speakers lined up as time goes on. We have Christina on the 13th of June. That's from Gidro's Family Homestead. And, Matt, you're welcome up anytime you are able. And anybody else that wants to come up and talk about their animals is welcome. All you got to do is let me know and I'll drop the link. Good morning, Brooke. Oh, let me see that. So now Tuesday, the kids will be 4 weeks old, and I'm going to be breeding both of the females. No, I'll breed the other female and then wait 4 weeks and then breed. Yeah, I'll breed one when the other one has their kits. You had incubator problems, so rigged one up and eggs are settling in. What, Brooke? You can always get hold of me if you have an incubator problems. What kind of problem did you have to get a new incubator, or did you have to make one, or was you able to fix the problem? And you see the cup I'm using today. Oh, Kelly! Hey, hey, hey! Oh, wow! Did you adjust the temperature in it? See, I was never quite fond of the nurture rights. Oh wow, Vicky. She says she's paused on hatching and selling quail until spring. Still have her breeders and enjoying eggs daily. Been busy pressure canning and stocking up on shelf stable meat and preparing 2024 garden beds. Wow, you go, girl. Vicky, do you raise rabbits too? Oh man, that is terrible, Brooke. Did you get hold of the company about it? No, 2024 is the year. I don't think she has 24 garden beds. Yeah, whenever you have a problem, I understand that, Vicky. I did Cooey first to see if I could dispatch furry animals because we think about those, but we think more of those as pets. But I can understand that everybody's got their limits. Yeah, but 24 garden beds, that could cost a lot to get it set up right. Well, that's wonderful. Kelly, you do so much now, but could you do it for 24 garden beds? Try to make more feather earrings. They are so popular last time. Yes, they are so popular. I bet you they tickle when you wear them too. That would be my only problem with it. Hey, anime. Well, see, I have a problem with sensory. Yes, anime. I got my New desk all put together. Haven't seen BC in a while. Yeah, people use them for fishing flies, Brooke, and they also use them for hat bands. Good morning. How are you this fine morning? Sometimes I can remember names and sometimes I have a problem. I have to check. Budget prepper. Well, okay, let me get that link, Kelly. Natasha, that's right. Well, happy birthday, Natasha. Blessed natal day. Good morning, cuz. You're only 16 minutes late. Are you at work? Well, that's what I do during my live stream. Everybody saying hi. Yeah, I already had your name up there, Natasha. I was just looking for budget preppers instead of the budget preppers. I'm not at work, but I'm in my office, which is my bedroom. But no, I don't work weekends. Hey, sugar. Wait a minute, I gotta pin that link. Give me a minute, you guys, because I gotta get to my channel and pin my link. There we go. Blessed natal day. I have I got a niece and a nephew who has birthdays right around Christmas. Once the day before and once the day after. Ha ha. Hey, cuz, TM gotcha. Yeah, that would be cool, Matt. Well, I have two that are next month too.
Hurrah! Oh, I
You can-
laughed and all my feathers went.
Is that a chicken feather?
Yeah, I have some chicken feathers. I haven't used them for anything
Okay.
yet, though, because I know people are going to be like, "That's not a quail feather." Like, are you sure?
Well, when you talk about the virtual farmers market, That's kind of when I show everybody their everybody's store, and that's kind of like the virtual farmers market because that's their booths. And it's up for
Oh,
you to
I
go to their
have.
booths.
There was a virtual farmers market I did one time, but it was just a random Facebook page and they charged you a lot of money to like be able to post every week and I was like we should start one.
Well, we could do things like that on as a part of the Saturday thing.
Like on yours, you mean?
Yeah.
We totally could. Or
Well,
Zach, I
like
was gonna
what I
say
was.
Zach does auctions on the weekend because I'm part of another auction page that actually lets me when they're not auctioning
Uh
auction
huh.
off my stuff. But I usually don't auction it because like I don't want to like auction a pair of quail egg earrings that took me forever for like $5 and then get $5 when it's going to cost me 5 or 10 to ship it. Like, you know what I mean? And it took me all that time.
Well,
Like, I'm not,
that's what you tell them.
I usually say it's
Trust.
this much.
Yeah.
And then if you want it, that's what you pay. And then everybody can get one. But the quail egg earrings are not as popular as I thought they would be at my local markets. At QuailCon, they sell out like that.
Right.
So, like,
But
literally all of us could learn how to do it through Quail University, and all of us could bring quail egg earrings and necklaces, and they'd sell out instantly. All of us
yeah.
could do it. And
Another thing you could try is try the wishbones.
I don't have the. So I was looking at
Uh,
Ed
the
was
tool.
talking
Yeah. Go ahead.
electro. What is it?
Electroplating.
Electroplating. Yeah, I watched the video on it, and I just didn't get it. Like, I was just like, it seemed like Ed was like, oh, this is the most simple explanation of it. And I'm like, I don't know. I
What's
feel like,
simple for one person is not simple for another.
yeah, but I've seen Ed, like, Ed has a little thing and you just put him in there and like, he makes it look really easy. The video I saw, I was like, you got to paint it and I was like really confused. But I want to do it because I do have some wishbones. Because I always save them and stuff. And I thought about saving them from the rotisserie chickens from Sam's Club. But I've also thought about there was this booth I saw in the summer at a farmer's market here, like a 4th of July. We have a big event called Freedom Festival in Provo, and it's huge. And usually the markets in Provo, when they have like one, there's so many people in our city, and it's a college town. So, like, people that don't know where Provo, Utah is, you've heard of like BYU or Brigham Young University. It's that
Uh
town.
huh.
And the next town over is also a college town. So when Provo has a farmer's market, it's huge. Like, my friends made so much money with their food truck at the farmer's market that they bought a food trailer with that money, like in just a few months. Like, it was crazy how much money they made. But anyways, at one of those booths, they had, I don't remember what they called it, but they had these little like wishing jars. Have you ever seen the wish necklaces? They're like little glass things and they'll have little dandelion seeds, the like dandelion
Yeah.
thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have them in
I've
necklaces
never
and
seen
stuff.
that.
Oh, yeah, they have those, but I've seen them in bigger ones and they do other things. And I thought if I can't seem to find one on Pinterest to get a good idea of how I'd want to do it. But if I found one of those and did like, oh, thank you, did like a wishbone in it, that seems to be a popular thing, like a wish jar. I don't
Uh
know
huh.
why it's a popular thing, but I saw it with other things and thought it was really cute. And they also did like, they had like butterflies and stuff in the jar. And I was like, oh, if I could do that with the quail
You know,
wishbone,
if you could do
maybe.
acrylic, if you can make the not acrylic. Can't remember the name of it right now.
Like gel
The
nail polish?
resin. No, the resin.
Oh, resin. I haven't gotten into that yet. I feel like that's a slippery slope of
But
a
if you
lot.
get into the resin, you can freeze dry anything and put it in it.
You can freeze dry it and put it in it?
Well, you would want to so it doesn't rot eventually.
Oh. Could you dehydrate it? It wouldn't rot if you dehydrated it, though, right?
But dehydrated doesn't pull all the moisture out.
Rut-row, Shaggy. Oh, shoot. For real?
Really.
The only reason I say that is because I make those quail claw necklaces. He's laughing too because I'm like, uh-oh.
Well, the only way to do it is take some and see how long it lasts.
Guess we'll find out.
Do you coat the after you put them through the?
I have coated some. Well, I coat them all, but it varies what I coat them in. I was coating them in Mod Podge, but Ed was saying to coat them in gel nail polish. So the last few have been gel nail polish, but I might try and see if I can find a matte gel nail polish and see if I like it better. But I like the Mod Podge because I feel like it looks more realistic than the gel makes it look shiny, like it doesn't look as real. Whereas the Mod Podge one doesn't look like I did anything to it. And it looks like real, like a dried up foot, I feel like. But I don't have them
Well,
up
if
here.
you try resin and dip it in resin and let it dry.
I haven't, but I know resin is kind of like it's more toxic to breathe into. So I try.
Right.
I
You would have to do that outside of your house. Because that's the reason why I don't get into it, because I don't have a place where I can, ventilate. No.
TM wants to know if you're going to make rabbit foot keychains. You could. Do you know
how? Does a bear crap in the woods?
Did you ever make them with the cooey feet? I actually don't know how you do that, though.
I got some freeze-dried cooey. I got a couple of freeze-dried cooey feet left. Let me see if I can find them.
Just is it similar to the quail foot? You just put a capper on the end and that's it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought I had a couple. Did I exit? Yeah, I got 4 of them.
I've been messing with these little doodads.
And these have been out of the freeze dryer for a long time. Oh, wait a minute. I got to show my camera.
I was going to say, do you have them in your hand? Because no one can see. I want one so bad. I want it to be a little back scratcher.
Oh, it would be. It's perfect for a back scratcher.
Is it real hard?
Yes. It's freeze dried.
Oh my gosh. I want it to be a back scratcher. I think the quail, the toes are too fragile. So if you try to make it a back scratcher, you'd break off a toe.
Now these are I think these were the front feet, and these are the hind feet.
Someone's asking where the fur is.
It's on there.
Oh, I was like, they don't have a lot of fur on their feet though, right? Not a ton.
Yes, they do.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
I just remember they got these like 3 little toes. But
no, they're actually 4 toes on the back feet and 3 toes on the
maybe it's the other way around. You tried raising skinny pigs. Did you ever hear about skinny pigs? They're the hairless guinea pigs. You wouldn't have to shave them or skin them or nothing. They're already halfway there. They have them at PetSmart.
Thank you, David. You have a blessed day as well.
Figs and yeah, I wanna learn how to do that. I definitely wanted to get into resin because I see all the stuff at the markets. Oh, it's How did she do that? It's a what is that called? I think they're called ribbon end crimps. I think all of these pieces that you can put
Okay.
feathers in, and you can make them like fanned out, and you just put a little glue and clamp them. Kind of like, if you guys haven't followed, I say this every time because they're my BFFs, but Guidros Family Farm, Christina
Uh-huh.
Guidros has a tutorial on how to make quail feather earrings, and she uses these little doodad thingies. I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
can see it, but I had someone make me a pair a long time ago, and they used these kind of things. So it took me forever on Amazon to find them, but I think they're called ribbon end crimps, and they come in
Yeah.
different. Well, these ones are called ribbon crimps. They come in different sizes and shapes, and you can just. I've just been kind of experimenting how to put the feathers, but the foofier, fuzzier feathers look a little better on the fan taco shell ones. So I'm still
Uh-huh.
trying to figure that out.
Okay, just a second. Tim, it's the front feet that are used for the lucky foot, lucky rabbit's foot. The back feet do not look anything like the front feet.
Oh, I thought it was always the back feet that were used.
You think, but it's the front feet.
I mean, I should be able to tell that. I used to raise them. I showed them for a really long time. I did like show rabbits and stuff when I was in 4-H. I bred mini Rexes. They're super fun, but they were pets, so I don't know how to process them. I could probably.
The Havanas are a compact meat rabbit,
Yeah,
but
they
they're
come in a
also
lot
used,
cooler colors than I thought they did.
well, it's only black. I haven't seen an all white one. It's usually black, broken, lilac, and blue. Lilac and blue are the two gray colors.
Is Andy Rabbit's not on here, is she?
Not yet.
I swear, granted, okay, I'm 37, and when I did 4-H, I was 15. So it was a minute. It's been a minute.
That's half a year ago. I mean, half a life ago.
So, thanks for that quick math. um, but I swear Havana was a color too.
No,
I thought they were
Havana
like.
no, broken is the color.
Oh, I know that.
Havana is the breed. In fact, Havanas are what they get the cashmere rabbits from.
The cashmere rabbits.
Uh-huh.
What's a cashmere rabbit? Like you mean they for the pelt?
No, that's what they call a breed of rabbit. It's rare, but it's Havana,
Oh,
and I don't know
I've
what it's
never heard
mixed
of
with.
that one.
But Havana's rabbits are considered a cashmere. Yeah, their fur are cashmere. No, so it wasn't cashmere. It's another name similar to that.
Satin?
Yeah, satin rabbits.
Because I'm like, that's a new breed.
Havana's where they get the satins from. Now that I finished it, I can.
I had mini Rexes, so it's like a velvety, soft, short. Like the Rexes, like the meat rabbits, they have a mini version of it. It's like
Now,
only
see,
4 pounds.
For meat, you harvest at 8 to 10 weeks, but prefer you harvest at 16 weeks.
Yeah, I've heard that because I thought about that too.
So what I'll do is the males I will harvest at 8 weeks. The females I'll wait until 16 weeks to harvest them, so I can, because I've already been studying how to do hides.
I was going to ask that next. It's like, did you already know how to do that, or that's a new skill you're learning? Because it doesn't look easy.
Oh, from the Rabbit Center. I've been watching his videos, and it looks very easy.
Oh, that's good. Because I've heard of
time consuming.
Oh, I'm sure. We have kind of like a taxidermy museum locally. It's they don't call it that. They call it the Bee Museum, but it has all these exotic animals and like taxidermy stuff. And it's like for kids. And I love that song, Matt. Now
Wait,
that he
I
just
got
said
it.
that, I'm going to have it in my head.
I got it. I don't know that song. Anime, I haven't harvested any yet. My babies are they'll be 4 weeks old on Tuesday.
Do you not get attached to them when they're fuzzy? I feel like the furry ones I have a really hard time with. The
Well,
birds I don't.
see, I don't want to have the problem that I had with Kiss. So that's why I got to breed Smokey soon, so that I'll have new babies to focus on.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so that I can disconnect from them.
That's why I breed quail really close together too in large numbers. It makes it a lot easier. Because if you have like 6, you're going to kind of form an attachment.
Yeah, anime. I didn't get rabbits until QuailCon. I have 2 does and 1 buck.
Do they not have? So I'm curious if the buck has mates if he sprays your house less. Does he spray your house?
I have pea guards on my cages.
I kind of do too.
I wish I
Mine
would have
can
known
spray.
about them when I had the cooey.
Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Cooey could spray too. But my
Yeah.
rabbit can spray out the top too.
Well, they're pretty good. The Havanas are the most gentle rabbits. They love attention. Mama's already got the babies where the babies come to the cage door for me.
Well, that's good because if the mama's mean, they won't do that.
Well, Havanas aren't mean rabbits. They're attention seekers. And you know what they do when they try to call you? They'll get zoomies in their cage. That means they want attention.
I love seeing animals get zoomies. Like when we had ducks, that was my favorite thing was when I would fill up their little pond and they would get zoomies. It was the best thing ever.
But in a 1-bedroom apartment, when a rabbit gets a zoomies, you hear that thumping all around. It sounds like they're going to destroy their cage.
We have a Holland Lop, that's my son's like pet. And then we have another one that I thought was really cute and I kept him. And he's a New Zealand. So he's like, he's a big boy. And when he's hungry, he grabs his metal bowl and bangs it against the cage.
Now, one of the kits are already spoken for.
For me or for as like a pet? Or
somebody wants to buy it as a pet.
Oh, well, good for it. It's escaped the slaughter.
Yeah, I just don't know which one they want yet. They just told me, oh, I want one of those. I says, well, you can't have one till they're. So these got to be sent to you, these cooey feet that I have.
I want to know how they make the jackalope mount things. Like, how do they get the antlers to adhere and what antlers do they use? I bet you somebody knows. I bet it's Steve, too. And don't Google it because that doesn't count, Steve.
You know what they had in Galveston 45 years ago?
What?
Well, 43 years ago. In one of the bait shots, they had a miniature mermaid. About that big.
What's Galveston?
Galveston, Texas.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought we were talking about. But they had a mermaid? As a taxidermy thing?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And it looked real, even though logic tell you it wasn't.
I'm waiting for someone to I don't know what they use, but I don't. Yeah, that's what's that called? A European mount where it's just the skull and it's not taxidermy. Probably the smallest deer racks. But how do they stick them?
Hot glue.
You think? Because they look really good.
And Bob says maybe Coo's deer antlers. I don't know what a Coo deer is.
I don't either.
But then again, they could use twigs.
That's true, but the ones I've seen, they actually look like deer antlers. Like they look way
Well,
more
if
real.
you take the bark off of them and like Anime says, they could be paw antlers.
Screw them in. Okay, actually, that makes way more sense, Matt.
Yeah.
That actually makes more sense because they'd have to be sturdy. I don't know how you raise them though, but I've had a couple people that saw my tutorials on how you clean the skulls by hand, which I hate. But I want some of them beetles that'll do it for me. But I don't know if they would like tear off the lower jaw of the quail. So it would just be the upper beak.
Well, that would probably take that tendon out, yeah.
I mean, I don't. I just do it really soft, so it's the whole thing, and then I. But
I showed you.
I hate doing it. Ed got me a tool.
I'm going to send you my Cooey skulls too.
Your Cooey skulls? What do they look like? Do you have any with you? I want to see what they look like.
Give me a minute. I got to see where I put them.
The anime gamer, are you talking about I think they're called dermestid beetles. They eat cartilage too. So it would probably just be the upper beak then, and the lower beak would be gone.
Okay, I'll show you the biggest one that I've already glued into place.
Oh, that is huge.
You see that bone right there? That's why I can't do the call. It's hard to do the cervical dislocations, to process them.
Because it's a big attachment right there?
It's as big as their brain sac area.
So how do you do it?
I had to just
cut it,
yeah. Now here's what they look like in pieces, because there's the top part.
Man, those teeth look so much sharper when they're not in the head.
Oh, look at this. They got little teeth right here. That's their chewing teeth right there.
Oh, so it's kind of like a cat. They kind of have like cow-looking teeth, but with chompers on the front. Oh,
and here's the bottom jaw. Now, you see this? Do you know that comes apart? This is what happens. There's the bottom jaw.
Oh, so you reattach it. I see.
No, those I didn't have to. But this one was small enough to where it wasn't strong against there yet. And here, see, that's the smallest, the back of the smallest head.
That's still a huge head. Dang. I wonder what those would look like with googly eyes.
Well, I'm going to send these to you. We'll send all this to you.
Oh, boy.
And I'm sorry, people that
like
one thing.
On my website only project, because I swear if people around here found out it's a guinea pig head, someone's going to throw red paint on my tent.
Well, you know what? It don't look like a guinea pig. Well, so you don't have to say what it is. You just say, hey, I have skulls.
I've literally seen people that have stuff like that, and on their labeling of their booths, they'll say humanely resourced and stuff. I actually had someone ask me at the last market if I raised quail just to harvest the feet.
Uh-huh.
I have to practice my surprised look and not the, because what, where are you at, Bob, that you have elk? Kelly's robbing.
He's in New Mexico.
Oh, he's in New Mexico too? Oh, I didn't know
Uh-huh.
that. Oh. What happens if you get caught by a game warden?
You can go to prison.
So basically, you're going to get in more trouble than a pedophile. I'm sorry, but
You're right.
I
Pedophile
don't
and
think either are
and
correct.
drunks. Pedophile and drunks get away with a lot of crap. But let's not go
I
into
don't think
politics.
coaching's okay at all. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like
Yeah, let's yeah, because I don't want to do like I had one time, and he got so upset I had to cut the stream off. I get triggered easy on certain things. Yeah, Steve says
yeah,
game warden fines and potential jail time.
I only know what a game warden
Good,
is because of Duck Dynasty.
good morning, CB. Now, what all animals do you have, Kelly? Just quail?
I have lots of quail. I have 2 pet rabbits. We did have meat rabbits for like 6 months, and then it was just too much for the kiddos. Even though we had like 25 rabbits is still a noticeable difference when you butcher them all versus like 100 quail. Like I
Yeah,
always tell people when they get quail, if they have kids, like how high can your kids count? And like legitimately, because if you start with like 100 quail and then you keep breeding them, they're not really going to notice when some go missing because you're constantly having new babies to get attached to, right?
right.
But with the rabbits, it was really difficult on my oldest.
And you?
It was hard on me too. I probably could have processed the rabbits and been like okay with it had we not had a conversation where he was like, "You're a murderer," and then I was like, "I can't sleep at night if my kid thinks I'm a murderer," so I decided not to process them. My husband did. But so we have 2 rabbits that are pets, and they're still useful because I dump all their poop in the compost and the garden and stuff like that. And then we have, I think, 7 chickens.
Uh-huh.
So the chickens walk around the whole yard and stir up the compost and poop on everything and let us know if anything suspicious is in the yard. We're only supposed to have like not that many chickens where we're at, but we really like chicken eggs. So
Okay, who has a question here? You said you get feed from Chewy. Is there a brand you recommend? I can show you what I use if you just give me a minute because I have mine all on automatic delivery. Let me get caught up on these questions first. I'm trying to catch 3 rats outside eating my quail food. I see them on my RO camera, but they avoid the snap trap, glue trap, and live cage trap. I don't have a gun or I'd stay up. Ideas. Vicky, get hold of Zach. He uses an electronic thing that works really well. If you got an outlet that you can plug it in, it drives them away.
I agree with that because the bucket traps and stuff, they're not going to work on rats. They're way smarter than mice. Way smarter. Like if you
Okay,
legit have rats and not mice, you're going to need something like Zach has to get them to go away because you're not really going to catch them.
Okay, now let me answer Huga's question here. I got to get to the website. Okay, got to go under shopping, go down to Chewy. Ah, there we go.
Oops. Oh, you stupid sucker.
Okay, okay, let me show you what I have on order all the time.
Hang on, Grafton, and wait till she shows her food thing.
Oh, it's not going to let me show it in that one. Let me stop that and go to a regular. That's a safety screen. It won't allow it to be shown because when I am shopping, I use something that's safe. Okay, let me show it this way.
I'm curious if you have a limit on how many chickens you can have where you're at. I thought you said you were in an urban setting. Like how urban? Some people it's per yard, it's like 25 or something, but for us I think it's based on square footage or something. I can't remember.
Okay, now I can show this. Hello, Not for Nothing Homestead. Okay, that's Ginger.
That's my mom's name.
Okay, everybody, give me a minute here. I'm going to keep Ginger up there so I know where I am when I get back. I got to answer Huga's question. And the easiest way for me to do it is to show you what
Matt, we'll answer your question about where I get my feed when she can show hers, where she gets hers.
Wait
since
a
not
minute.
everybody has a feed mill.
Okay, there it is. Okay, on my auto ship, I'll show you each one. That's what I use for the rabbits.
Oh, okay. They don't sell that in our local farm stores at all.
This is what I use for the first 6 to 8 weeks with the quail. Is plain old game bird feed. Because they can go from the full life. 30% protein.
Oh, nice. We don't have that high here.
Yeah.
I bet that's
and super. This is what I use for the quail all the time after they're off the game bird feed.
Oh, okay. Zach uses that brand, doesn't he? But he has a custom blend they make.
He has a custom blend they make, yeah.
They come to QuailCon, don't they?
I don't remember.
I know they did 2 years ago because the pigs kept bothering that guy, but I can't remember if they did this last year because I don't remember much of this year because I was so sick.
Okay, now I'm going to show you this part.
Oh, that's so small. Oh, I
Wait
guess
a minute.
Bigger. Oh, they came just that one year, says Steve. Oh, poor guys. I wonder if that's why they didn't come again, because the pigs found their feed and ate it. Those pigs kept coming. I felt so bad for that guy.
See, the protein here, the crude protein is at least 6%, but there's other kinds of protein in it too. The calcium is 4.5%, which is good. So that I have help all of it, you know.
Oh,
Okay, back up where I was now, so I can catch up with everybody.
Matt was asking where I get mine, but I don't want to jump ahead of the comments.
Okay, Hugo says, I designated a notebook for Quail and I am taking notes in there, trying to learn to start out on the right foot. I hope that me showing you was enough to be able to, so you can get the idea there. Well, I missed that. What's the feathers look fanned out? Kelly? I think she froze. Kelly's in Utah. And I think her screen froze. That's how you do it, Matt. And that's why I can do quail, but I can't do chickens. It is chicken feed when they're adults. You can use whatever chicken feed you normally use on the quail once they're 8 weeks old. Welcome back, Kelly.
That was weird. The internet went bye-bye. I looked down and I was like doing this, and then I was like, oh, where'd everybody go? Did anybody hear what I was saying about where we get our feed?
No.
For our chick feed, we go to like the local farm store. Here we go to IFA, but there's like IFA, Tractor Supply, Cow Ranch, like those, and we get 28% game bird or turkey starter, because here it's the same compilation, almost identical, so it doesn't matter. And then when they're laying, we go to a feed mill, which is what I just did a video on, which is why Matt was asking. We have 50-gallon blue drums, and we just load them up in the Expedition, drive to the feed mill, and they weigh them, and they fill them up with feed, and then they like charge you based on the weight. So it's easier than having all the bags to carry around, because then we just get one of those. Is that called a dolly, Dad?
Yeah.
The thing that you put the things on and
The dolly.
Yeah.
It's called a dolly. Oh, I'm like, oh, it's got wheels on it. Yeah, we take the dolly and then we just roll it down the hill to the quail shed. So,
CB, after they're 8 weeks old, you can use regular chicken feed. They only need the high protein during grow out time. Yeah, chicken scratch is not good.
yeah.
Good morning,
Hi,
Aaron.
Aaron.
Glad to see you this morning.
Aaron, are all your grow outs finally separated? I know the last like 3 Saturdays you've been separating them. But if you're like me, you have grow outs every week that need sorted. So it's a never ending thing. Ta-da!
Kelly, Kelly, do you have pansy quail?
No. Um.
She goes, I'd be happy to mail you some pansy feathers for
Ooh,
earrings.
yeah. You want me to make you earrings and send them back to you? I can do that. I don't. I have. This is the only reason I've looked into anything other than like jumbos. But I think, if I'm right, well, first off, I think Guidro's Family Farm, everything they have is actually jumbo, like big jumbo, like bigger than 10, like way bigger. But sorry, the comments. I have to like switch to the private chat because the comments make me go. I don't have pansies. I don't even know if I know which ones those are. I would have to see a picture because I hate genetics because the kind of people it attracts.
Okay, the actual breed that we all have are called Coturnix quail. If you get Bob White's, California, etc.,
Campbell's, yeah.
you end up having to buy permits for them. But Coturnix quail are the bigger ones, and you don't need a permit because they're not native to the United States.
Yep.
Now, what quote breed of Coturnix we have is really determined by their feather colorings. You know, whereas rabbits are like brokens and solids and, you know, all different colors. Well, the quail are all different colors too. I have jumbo wilds, which are also known as jumbo browns or jumbo pharaohs. I have some jumbo whites that I need to butcher. Good morning, Nikki. I have
Nikki. Oh, there's Nikki. Is it Nikki or is it Brad? How do you know it's Nikki?
because Nikki's the one that always shows up in it.
Oh, okay.
And I have Egyptian fees. Now, when I get done processing, I will only have Egyptian fees and jumbo wilds.
I don't know which ones those are, but I'm sure they're pretty. I have pearls, and I need to come up with another name if anyone has a suggestion of. I call them pearl-ish because they're not necessarily black and white. They're kind of look like pearls. They are a white base with some sort of speckles, and they're real pretty. And I just keep them all together because I'm like, ooh, you're pretty. You get to go in my pretty speckly cage. So.
And Vicky says one of her quail customers gets California quail using his hunting license. Do you want me to check to see if he has California quail feathers I can include in my package of pansies?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I haven't included the quail feather earrings on the website because I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Because, like, when I go tonight to my show, I bet all the feather earrings are going to sell out. So, like, if I post pictures, they're not all going to look the same. Like, these little ones I just
Well, that's
made.
what you tell them. When you pull that out, I mean, when you take a picture of it, you would say each one is unique. Put that in the
Because what I
disclaimer.
did with the claws, when people special requested, I would ask if they had a preference on the color of like jade stone that was in it. And I'd send them like a couple options. But it's harder to do with feathers because I have gigantic, I don't know if they're silver pharaohs anymore. I don't know what they are, but they got silver and sometimes they got light brown on the feather. If anyone can see that.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I will buy the 24 egg cartons either from Amazon or from My Shire Farm. Now, My Shire also sells the 30 pack, but Getting the 12 pack, a lot of times you have to use a rubber band around them to keep them closed, and I don't want to put up with that.
Ed just mentioned if you go to, I don't know if it's AliExpress or Alibaba, maybe both. You can get the jumbo ones because a lot of times the eggs are too big for them little scrawny cartons. So for like my Celadon ones and then certain other types that lay smaller eggs, like I think they're Graufies, but it was black quail, pure black quail mixed with Pharaohs. And that color cross seems to be Graufie, according to people I've showed pictures to. Anyways, those ones lay smaller eggs because they're mixed with the blacks, so everything's smaller. But those ones will fit in the cartons, and Celadons will fit in the cartons. Everything else, I got bigger jumbo egg cartons, and I like them better. But they're hard to find, and I think you have to, unless you know a specific person that sells them, it's kind of hard to find the jumbo cartons.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys the kind of problem that she's talking about.
There is a way around it.
Wait a minute. I got the extremes right here.
Okay, yeah.
This is a regular quail egg. This is a jumbo quail egg.
And that ain't fitting. Sometimes if they're a little bit, you can fit them in the middle 3 or 4 right in the middle and then lightly close the edges and it won't break the egg. But that size, I promise, is not, no matter how you do it, ain't gonna fit.
This is a double yolker. I know for sure.
The double yolkers.
I got some jumbo.
The jumbos, they will.
These are jumbos and they're double yolkers. But if you guys want to see, I already got Little Miss Priss behind me. Let me get this off so that you can see.
I eat what doesn't fit. Yeah, I'm honestly, if they fit in the dozen carton, I'll sell them in the dozen carton. But if they don't fit, I put them in the jumbo cartons and then I sell them for more. And I tell people they're the jumbo eggs. But I have one customer, and I don't know why, but they only want the smaller eggs.
Okay.
So I always have to make sure they fit in the carton.
Kelly, I may not know him, but if he's reputable, yes, you can tell.
He is. So me and Aaron love this guy. Gopher Ridge. Me and Aaron love him. Super sweet. That he's in, I should know this. I think it's Georgia. He's the one that lets me post on his auction site when he's not posting. And I just designed his new business card. I don't actually have it up here. I would show it. But he did a competition for his Facebook cover. And I didn't have any landscape pictures of quail that I liked. So I just designed one. And he liked it. And he picked it to be his new business card. And then he sent me a bunch of them. So I get my jumbo cartons from him. But I've heard you can get them from AliExpress or Alibaba.
Yeah, but they take forever to get.
Yes, they do. And he ships them like the same day.
TM, all hens have their song for when they're laying eggs.
Your
but
quail?
There's a couple. Yeah.
Oh, mine.
Yes, you don't listen. Yours aren't inside, are they?
Not the
yours are inside, but they're in a Mine's in different
only the babies are inside. The rest are outside. I got too many.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know about it. Being inside, I hear their songs, and when I first heard it, I could say, "Oh, someone's laying an egg."
Weird. I've never heard. What does it sound like?
I can't explain it to you.
Does it sound like a chicken?
No, it's soft.
Because chickens don't do anything quiet. Friggin'
Quail are
pissed.
quiet because you got to remember they're smaller predator. They're smaller feet, so yeah, they have to be more quiet.
And
I have one that actually does a little cry. She has a song and then it's a little cry in it, like
that noise I have heard. But I also hear, you know what? I wonder if it's like chickens. Chickens have an egg song, but the egg song sounds exactly the same as the there's a predator nearby song.
uh-huh.
Okay. If it's a wine song, I've heard that because if I forget, so I have one plug out there, I run an extension cord, and if I unplug it to plug in the vacuum and forget to plug back in the lights, if I go back out at night, it scares them. I hear them make that like a crying noise. Kelly needs to spend more time in the quail shed. Listen, that's where I go hide. And we have a lock now on the inside so I can lock it so when people look out the back door, they don't know if I'm out there or not. Because sometimes I hear people going, Kelly, and I'm all.
Well, I do have one quail that sounds like he says Verna.
Oh, I remember you saying that. I would be so
I mean, I
scared.
had a witness to it. And what it was two quail that spoke right close together. Verna, you okay?
The first time we got him, my husband has a really hard time sleeping. He's a super light sleeper and has like issues sleeping. And when we first got him, we had like 50 in the brooder, and it's a wooden brooder, so you can hear all the little footsteps. And my husband went to sleep on the couch, and he said in the middle of the night at like 1 a.m. he could hear this like rhythmic marching, and he was like, I think they're doing like a ritual. Like he was like, it
Mating
sounded like
dance.
they were doing some sort of marching ritual, and he just was like, it was like 1 a.m. or something. He's just like, and he's like, what is going on? He was so scared.
Kim, all animals either like or ignore music.
Nikki, you always have music playing, or just when you're out there? I usually am listening to a podcast.
Well, when I'm in a good mood, I go in there whistling. I'd whistle when I was feeding them and taking care of them. And yeah, they like that.
Oops.
But a lot of people use music mostly in June, starting in June, so that their animals don't get traumatized by the sudden explosions.
Of fireworks.
Yeah. And my quail don't care about the fireworks. Me and Lucy are being triggered, and the quail are just living life like nothing happened.
Vicky, that's so funny. We moved our sportsman out of our bedroom, but it used to be in our bedroom, and it was just, yeah. Ours is getting old though, and I think it was George talk about it at QuailCon, what part needs to be replaced so that it's when your sportsman's like and sounds really bad, what part it is. And I don't remember what part it is because it's not the motherboard, because we already replaced that. So if anybody knows.
There you go. Oh, what we had happen here the other night? Somebody was being chased by the cops, and they drove their car through the parking lot for the senior center, and it landed in the river right behind me.
Oh my gosh. Was it deep where
They
it
got
landed?
them. That river, they're like glorified creeks.
Oh,
Hello,
because I was like, is it like
Ed.
the Little Miami? Because that one's deep
Yeah,
in a lot of places.
you may be losing your internet soon again because you're voice messed up there. Yep, you lost the internet. Yeah, Kelly's gonna be back when she realizes that she's frozen and that she'll come back. Let me see if I can find it here. Hey, cuz, you want to drop Kelly's link? She'll be back, you guys. Yeah, I told you she'll be back.
That's
Okay,
so weird.
Kelly, you have to take over for me because I have to answer one of those calls.
Okay. I don't think I can control the. Oh, let me switch over to the comments.
No, you can't. You can't control the other part. You can't put it on the screen, but you can read them.
Where'd you
And
leave off at?
right now is we'll do like this.
Oh, can you drop Kelly's link
Anything
so I
I
can
need.
connect with her?
Yeah, I asked Cuz to do it, but Steve to do it, but he didn't do it yet. Okay, there you got it.
Okay. Grafted Branch says it's cold in Utah, freezing. Probably. I haven't been out there yet because I have no desire to move this early in the morning. Let's see. What do you do? Weather, and then the zip code. 4606. Let's see. Her website or her YouTube? Oh, my websites, you can see my name. It's featheredconnections.com. My last name's Connect. So if you're looking at that wonky word after feathered, it's my last name with IONS at the end. You just go to featheredconnections.com and it links to my blog, which is citylimitselfsufficient.com, which is much easier to spell, and my YouTube, which is also Feathered Connections. Let's see. Anything I need to look for when buying an incubator? Honestly, my opinion when it comes to buying an incubator is you can always upgrade. I personally haven't liked the Nurture Rate 360, but you can make any of them work. Right now, my hatcher is a little giant. They're like $60 without the quail racks. And I'm not the only person that does this. Aaron Guidros, who taught me how to do this. We incubate in our GQF Sportsman. And then on the day that it's lockdown, we pull them off, put them in the little giant, and they hatch in there because then they can get the little giant all gross, and those are easier and cheaper to replace. As long as you have a Govee, I like those little digital Govee things because they can connect to your phone and alert you if you set it up. They can alert you if the humidity and temperature's off. So honestly, anything. You can buy a $60 little giant, and as long as you have a Govee to have a secondary thermometer, because like Zach says, all incubators lie, then you're good. So
Now I have Little Giant. I tell you one to stay away from. That's Farm Innovations.
I didn't watch his review on that. Did Zach not like that one?
Nobody likes it that uses it.
That's one of the ones that's good for people to know because that's one of the ones that you will find at a farm store. That's the one that they usually sell like at a cow ranch or an IFA or a Tractor Supply. I think you could probably make it. It's a styrofoam incubator though, is it not? I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes you just have to.
It looks just like a Little Giant, but no, it's the way it's made. And I tell you what, I'm having problems with the Hoover baiter. It worked fabulous the
In
first
the
time,
beginning,
but after
right?
that, it doesn't work.
I have had issues with that too. My Hovabator worked really good in the beginning too, and now it doesn't. Um, well, now I got rid of it, but then I went back and got a little giant. And I think after the first couple things, like the first couple incubations or hatches or whatever, all the styrofoam ones seem
Malfunctions.
to be off a little bit. So I just go with what the Govee says and change the temperature. And then make sure you guys have it programmed to your phone, especially if you're in lockdown, because that was the biggest mistake I made. I had got Celadon eggs from Gidros and I was so excited. And on my birthday, I went out for 3 hours and the incubator malfunctioned and spiked to like 125 and killed all 60 eggs. And I was so mad when I got home. But I didn't have the new Govee programmed to my phone and I didn't know. And now if it goes above 101, it starts beeping wildly. So that won't happen again. My next Celadons from Gidros should be they're going in lockdown on like Monday, I think. So hopefully this time there won't be any surprises. I'll be watching them closely.
Yeah, well, see, Bob, you have to
I'm not smart enough to do an analog one.
after so many uses, you have to after about 6 months, you have to if you're doing one load after another, you have to calibrate your Govee. But I use both.
I think I watched your video on calibrating the Govee. I don't screw with mine a lot though, but I know how. I don't have an analog one because I don't see that good. So
Well, neither do I, but I use a magnifying glass. I don't know what you got on your nose. Dried egg yolk?
you're talking to me?
No, Lucy.
Oh, I was like,
Oh, Lucy, get off of you. Just hurt me with you just hurt mommy's hand. I'm getting up. Oh, I know. You're trying to con me for more eggs and more attention.
see if I can get this to be stinking.
Okay, now we'll get back into that, what they're saying. Yeah, that's because it's a Bluetooth instead of internet.
I think I've gotten mine to notify me when I wasn't home. Yeah, it was really weird, Nikki, when it was doing the temp spike. So I let it run for a couple days with nothing in it, and it started doing it. So I unplugged it for like a day, and when I plugged it back in, it was fine. I didn't have any issues. So usually there's not much time between hatch and then I put the next eggs in lockdown. So I've been unplugging it for like a day and then letting it recalibrate or get situated for another day. And then there's not an issue. But if I keep it running and I don't stop it, that seems to be, I don't know why that makes a difference. But yeah, a meat thermometer. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's our steam table thermometer. Let me show you. They're I know right where I got one in the quail room, animal room.
Tell you what, these daggone feather earrings. I just can't get these little claspy things right. Like Christina Gidros is really good at these claspy things in particular. And every time I try, I get a wonky situation.
You can use these for meat or our steam table.
Are you going to turn your camera back on?
Yes, that's what I'm getting ready to do.
Oh.
See,
I've seen those. I'm not much of a cook. I don't know if anybody saw my...
Well, you use it for meat or you can use it in your steam table.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have one because I don't even know what a steam table is. A steam table?
This is what they use in restaurants, and their steam table to make sure the temperature of the water that's holding the meat, the stuff warm is.
Oh, yeah. I know what that is.
Let's see. You have a blessed day, Matt. You too, Bob.
Bye. Bye, Matt. See you tonight. Well, virtually.
Oh. So Lucy wants attention. Come on. You can come up. She goes, no, you yelled at me last time I got up. Yeah, because you hurt my hand. You didn't warn me and you landed right on my hand and that hurt. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
What does Lucy like better, the cooies or the rabbits? Or is she not, she kind of keep away from your food storage?
She's not allowed in the animal room.
Oh.
Because now she'll eat the quail.
Oh, the whole quail? Oops.
Yeah, if it gets loose, she'll catch and eat it now. She didn't drop it when I told her last time.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Bad doggy.
Yes, Anime.
She borrowed the quail that got loose. That's funny.
See you tonight, Matt.
See you, Matt.
No, she didn't borrow it because borrowing means you return it. She ate it.
That's crazy. Our dog won't even eat them. Not even just the meat. Like if we defeather it and everything. I don't know why. I've been trying to switch her over to a raw food diet, especially because, well, I mean, it's not my dog, it's my mother-in-law's, but some difference.
Now you can get off. You got your attention, now you can get off. See what she does when she don't want to get off? She gives me that hug. She lays her chest right on her head right on my chest.
You should make a Discord server. Who should? Isn't there?
He's been trying to get me to go do it.
For your YouTube.
Hey, Molly. No, she left half of it in the yard and freaked out my neighbor.
I was just about to say that, Steve. I was going to say that.
No, that would have been about 600 steps away from where we live, where she does her duty.
So do your neighbors know that it's a quail, or they just thought it was a random bird?
They didn't. No, they knew it was. They seen what she did, and Miss Priss didn't like it.
What's he want you to do on Discord?
I don't really want to go to Discord because somebody I can't stand is on Discord.
I was thinking that too, but that doesn't mean you have to interact with them.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. He's already copying my Saturday morning chats by doing a Sunday morning chat. Coffee and quail. Oh, that's too much of a problem. Besides that, I don't even like doing Facebook anymore. And they're pretty much the same thing.
Discord and Facebook?
Yeah.
Really? I thought Discord was more just like a chat.
Well, it's more like of a messenger. Yeah, messenger board. Well, Facebook is too, really, except for it's got a messenger in it.
But Discord, well, I guess it technically, my husband only uses Discord to do like gaming, like his friends and him get on that to do gaming chats. What the heck is stupid feather earring? I'm upping the cost of these puppies tonight because my fingers get glued together and it's a hot mess.
And because there's also Twitter.
I don't even know how to use that one. I don't understand that.
I can't remember the names of it now. My mind just went blank.
Somebody has a MeWe. They were talking about that last week, weren't they? Or the week before or something. It's like
I think.
it was
I think.
Nikki and somebody else.
Yeah.
Was it Nikki
Somebody.
and Amy Rabbit, maybe?
I don't remember.
I signed up for it, but then I didn't do anything with it, I think, because I was still confused. But these feathers.
What you do?
Being on live with Verna. You want to come say hi? I'm trying to do my.
Yeah, I would like to see what we would like to meet your husband.
They would like to meet you. They were talking last time you did this, and I don't think anybody acknowledged it. Come say hi. Oh, I just dropped that feather.
Hi.
Hi.
You can't see me right now because I got an unmentionable in my hand. Okay, let me show you. Hi.
I think he wasn't sure what you meant by that, so I was like, he's. This
No,
is
I'm very straight.
Joey.
Nice to meet you, Joey.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Mr. Kelly.
Nice.
Yeah, no one's met him because she's usually wrangling the crew when I'm at Quail Con. So.
Speaking of wrangling, I'm gonna get back to those two.
Are they behaving?
Well, you should bring them to QuailCon.
I know. I've been told that many times. I don't know if. I think the problem is they would just want to go hang out with Grammy.
It's true.
Yeah, no one would want to. Everyone would be bored at QuailCon. Daisy might not be, but I don't want to lose Daisy. Knowing Daisy, she'd get in the pig pen and might get eaten.
I need to help explain.
No, Coonies won't eat people.
Oh, goodness.
Coonies are very friendly.
Joey, you need to help explain what Discord is. Yeah, Joey, you do, because the Anime Gamer says it's not. Oh, I think Anime Gamer Creator was who I was talking to about animes that one time.
Oh, yeah.
You have weigh in on that, since you're the one that.
Since I'm the expert.
You're the expert on the animes, also Discord, so go for it. They're trying to convince Verna to get on Discord.
Yeah, you can live stream there. You can do voice calls, group voice calls. You can have different forums for different subjects. I mean, it's pretty handy. I use it all the time.
Lord Voldemort, you know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a Discord of followers, and so I think that's why nobody is. People are.
It's either Discord or MeWe, one of the two.
No, it's a Discord. I'm almost positive it's a Discord. How bad does this one look? Chop that feather right there.
And they love your shirt.
Right? It's a good one. When I worked at Disneyland, I got a lot of compliments on it.
A lot. I was like, California people be woke.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think they were actually people from California. A lot of people at Disneyland aren't. So this crew in particular. I didn't say the name that should not. Oh, I guess technically.
Well, you can do that on any of them. I can do that on YouTube. I can do that on Facebook. In fact, I do have. Well, when you block them, they can still watch your lives on YouTube, but they just can't comment or interact or anything like that.
We need.
But they have to
set up
search for you.
The canopy needs to be up by 3 because that's when they string the lights.
By 3?
By 3. But the rest doesn't.
That's a lot different, though.
Yeah. The market doesn't start till 4, but 3 o'clock is when they want the tent up so they can string the lights.
I might head back downstairs with the kids.
It's very supportive that you guys support each other.
Well, he knows the quail makes me super happy. Also, he really does. He usually is the one that teaches our classes on butchering quail, and he's really, really good at it. And I don't know how he does it, but he manages to get people more comfortable with the idea. And the last couple, well, more than a couple of times I don't know whether it's just the particular person I'm teaching, whether they're going to be more emotional about the topic, or it's something I did, but I end up with the people that are like criers, and then I sometimes don't know how to handle that because I'm so used to doing it that I didn't cry when I learned how to do it, but it was during COVID, and I was like, can I learn this new skill, whether I'm crying or not, and make sure my family has food on the table? And I did. So
I did cry when I first did it. It took me 3 days to recover.
I didn't,
but it didn't stop me. It didn't stop me from doing it. Remember, I never killed anything besides bugs.
Me neither.
Until quail.
I never killed anything except one time I hit a groundhog with my car, and I felt really bad about it.
Oh, that made that really it gets me. The possums. What is so bad about possums is you stop to let them cross the road, and as you drive by, they run right underneath your car to get run over.
I by Smith Park in Middletown.
So
there's there's the canal, and then there's like a bump, and then there's the road that goes by it. And I was driving by it one day, and I think it was a groundhog, jumped over the hill and just right underneath my car, and it like boom, boom, and I was so upset.
Devastated. Now I didn't have a problem processing the first cooey I processed. I finally did get to break its neck, but I didn't think it was dead because of I forgot about the death throws, and it was going around circles on my counter on its side, But that was the only one I was able to break the neck. The rest of them I couldn't break the neck, so I was getting frustrated because they were making me mad because I couldn't do it humanely. I had to do it the other way, So
yeah, it took me a long time to be able to do it right with quail.
Okay. Yeah, with quail, if you don't break their neck before they put them in the cone, they will not hang in the cone.
Well, that's why I don't use scissors. For me, it's like I don't like to feel the cut. Like it bothers me. So we just use our hands and do the dispatch at the same time for an easier way to explain.
I don't like doing that because I accidentally did that. I did the cervical dislocation too hard without realizing it, and I got a head in my hand and the body in my other hand and blood all over the place. And I just freaked out.
That's how we do it, but we anticipate doing that because I think if I try not to do that, sometimes I don't actually break the neck, and that's my issue. It upsets me, and then I don't want to hurt the animal either. So the way that we got taught by the guy that got us into it here was that he just does it all at once. But then, even if you don't completely dispatch it, that you pulled hard enough the first time that you accomplished what you needed to without upsetting, like hurting the animal. So 37 weeks. Hey, hope 37 weeks to not be sick. This year I'm gonna be on that mic. It's gonna be exciting. I don't know. I get kind of shy at QuailCon sometimes, so we'll see. Especially if people walk up to me and they're like, I know you. I get really you do? But
with
why?
meat on those fires, that's a good idea.
Oh. But can you I don't know. I'd have to see that. I actually, I think it's, I'm going to say his last name wrong because it's like French, but he's one of our admins. Thomas DeVilliers, maybe? It's spelled like DeVilliers. Anyways, he does a bloodless call in a different way that I've never seen anybody do it, which I don't think anybody should. I don't think you can describe that on YouTube without it sounding really bad, so I won't. Since I don't know if people are entering into this conversation willingly about how we process them anyway.
Anime, if you have my phone number, give me a call after the live stream.
I wonder if anybody can tell me. Can you tell that these earrings? Oh yeah, you super can tell. One side is bigger than the other.
But that's
See?
okay.
I don't know.
You put the bigger side on your dominant side of your face.
The side, your good side.
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters that, but seems like a significant difference. It doesn't look that bad.
Okay, I'm going to give me a minute. I'll put my number up and then I'll take it off within 5 minutes.
Oh, these feathers. Let's see.
So anybody who's in here right now is welcome to have my number. But I don't want strangers to come up.
I just don't answer the phone unless I know who it is, or I'm
And
expecting.
you text me before you call to tell me who you are, because I don't answer unless you're in my phone book. Whoops, I did
Do
wrong.
you have all of us saved to your phone book? Do you have me?
Yes,
saved
I
to your phone
do.
book? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you tried to call me the other night, but I was like half awake, so I just responded in the group chat. I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. I was like half awake. I still don't know why the group when I posted that thing from YouTube, I posted the link straight from YouTube. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? And it didn't work.
I did?
No, I did.
No, I'm answering to his answer.
Oh.
Well, see, I don't answer because I'm tired of all the scammers. You know, I'm at the age where they think I'm stupid.
Oh, I blocked so many numbers on my phone lately. I got one the other day that said something about my bank account. I don't even remember. I like saw it and I was like, yeah, no.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to take the number away now. That way it doesn't go up for everybody to get it when they're watching the live stream later, you know.
So I'm curious, anybody that's done a farmer's market, what's the most common question you get asked?
I don't do farmer's market because
you should just go to a different town, because I know you don't like the person that's in charge of yours. Just go to a different town and do it.
No, she triggers and harasses me. The transportation is my problem. The local one I could walk to.
Oh, gotcha. I'm going to try to do more this summer.
Okay, Vicky.
No one's answering. Oh, yeah, I get that too, Steve. That the post office has a bad address and to click on the USPS website. Yeah, I knew it was a spam too. I was like, no. I also got a bunch on my Facebook business page saying that I was going to get banned if I didn't respond. And then I would block that number and then get another one from another person that had like a name I couldn't pronounce. And I was like, I'm not buying that. Especially because
Okay,
I'm
Anime.
careful.
I'm waiting for your text to come through. I'll email it to you, CB.
Man, these earrings should not take me this long to do. I actually feel like I can do so much faster feather or egg earrings. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can. Okay, haha. No. Dang it. This is such a pain in the butt. Someone during the school year. Questions are, is that a chicken? Can I take one bird home now? Are these eggs fertile? I'm allergic to chicken eggs. Yes, so I did a video. The reason I ask is I did a video on this. I think if you know, or if you're planning on doing a market of any kind or a jewelry show or anything, and you want to be able to talk about quail or get people's attention, I make signs and like graphics, which by the way, I share with anybody freely. So if you want them, just message me on Facebook.
And you try typing it in again.
But I usually get asked like stuff like, what's a quail? I do get asked if the eggs are fertile. That one you kind of have to be. What I've noticed is people are so far removed from like raising your own food and stuff that they don't know what that means. They think that if an egg is fertile, there is a chick in it already. They don't realize that that means if you incubated it, it could turn into something. They think that means if they open it, there's going to be like a chick in it. They're basically thinking it's going to be like balut, which they also don't know what that is. But they basically, that's what they think is going to happen. So a lot of people are iffy about even buying fertile eggs. And you have to kind of explain that whole process to a lot of people, or they get scared off. And then usually I do the hatching at home program. So if somebody does say, like the kids are usually like, oh, but mom, we can warm it up and we can hatch it. I hand them a hatching at home flyer. And I'm like, actually, if you want to do that, here's a way that you can do that. And so a lot of people will take a hatching at home flyer. And then when the kids turn their back, usually I tell the parents it's a really good Christmas gift or something like that. And then, so I've had a couple people at the last couple markets take flyers and say, oh, that sounds so great. So we'll see. Usually I have a couple people order the kits like to open on Christmas Eve. Oh my gosh, I cannot do these. It's so frustrating.
Good morning, Andy.
Andy, yay! I have an alarm in my phone that wakes me up at 8 a.m. to tell me Verna's going live because it's 8 a.m. my time. It's later for everybody else. Well, not everybody, but a lot of you are more Eastern.
Okay, Anime. Okay, give me a second, you guys. I'm adding
This
somebody
so
to my
you can
phone.
see what I'm doing, so I don't look like I'm ignoring everybody. This is very tedious. Especially when you clamp these earring clamps down, they move the feathers sometimes. So then I pluck them out. I plucked them out and started all over again because I had glued it shut and I didn't like the way that it sat.
Okay, Anime, I haven't got your message yet.
Did you guys see my Dutch oven story on my YouTube? Of
Your Dutch
funny,
ovens.
yeah,
Are you
funny,
co-streaming?
yeah.
Good. Yeah, okay, I should have looked up there.
Yes, so there was a booth at the market I did like 2 weeks ago next to me. That was a Dutch oven cooking booth. And, you know, like those cast iron pot things. Do you know what a Dutch oven is, Verna?
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of the younger generation probably does not. At least that's what I thought. So the people next to me were Dutch oven. I did a story on this on my YouTube, but the people next to me were doing Dutch oven, cast iron, like cooking stuff. And so this young couple walks up from that booth to my booth. Do what? And they're it is a fart story, Steve. Don't worry. It is. So this young couple walked to my booth and the girl's making this like face and the guy's explaining to her what a Dutch oven is. And she's making a super gross face. So I immediately thought she's thinking about like the fart Dutch oven where you fart under the covers and pull a blanket over someone's head, like that kind of a Dutch oven. So I was kind of listening in, and then the guy's like, "Quick, what's your thoughts on peach cobbler?" And I'm like, "It's good. Why?" And then I realized the Dutch oven people were making cobblers in the Dutch oven. So I'm like, "Oh, is that why she's making that face?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Ugh." And I was like, "Oh, I thought she was making that face because you were explaining to her what a real Dutch oven was. And she thought you were talking about like where you fart and pull the covers over your head." And I was thinking, girl, I heard that because I would make that face too. And they were like, "No." Witch doctor, yay. Hi, Nikki. I mean, not Nikki.
Hey, Mal.
I was like, I know your name. Anyways, yeah. So it was kind of funny because then they laughed because they weren't talking about the fart Dutch ovens and I was. And then it was funny. And then everybody just laughed and then asked questions about Quail, but it was super funny. I also had somebody, I haven't shared this one yet on my YouTube, but I had somebody a couple weeks ago like looking at all the Quail stuff, and then like they had this realization that I raised the Quail, and the guy goes, "Are you the Quail mama?" And there was like a large group of people there, and I just said, "Yeah, and the mortician." It wasn't as it sounded funny in my head. And the guy looked really confused, and then he goes, "You're a mortician too?" And I was like, "No, I meant that I raise the quail and like butcher them for meat and stuff." I was like, it sounded funnier in my head. But yeah, it did sound funny in my head. It didn't sound funny when everyone thought it was cool that I was a mortician. And then when I explained that I wasn't really a mortician, I just like have a sustainable meat thing. They were less impressed. Apparently morticians like the new it career.
Okay, so we have Witch Doctor in here, which is rare. Hey, Mal, it's always good to see you and Ricky. We have Andy in here late. but here. Mel, I need you to call me after this.
I want to start doing, me and Aaron and Christina Guidros are going to do lives, dagnabbit, like maybe once or twice a month, like super randomly, not every week. And I think I'm just going to like pick random people and be like, come be on the live with us, because it's just so much more fun with more people.
Oh yeah, and that way, if somebody has to step away with it for a cancer stick, or have to step away from the computer, you know.
Yeah, what happened to that one guy that's always here?
I don't know what happened to BC.
What is
And
BC
Desiree?
for? British Columbia?
No, that's his initials.
Oh,
Brandon, I don't know what his last name is.
something that starts with a C.
Uh-huh.
I think I have made close enough. I have 3 pairs now.
And anybody that wants to come up is welcome to come up. CB, you can come up if you want. It's attached. The link is pinned to my channel. Yeah, he's still around. It's just I haven't seen him much lately. I need to go get some more coffee. And Lucy wants attention. Always wants attention.
Whose coffee cup are you rocking today?
Gidros,
Nice.
because that's the biggest cup that I
Did they have
have.
one made just for you, or do they sell them?
I don't know.
I'm like, I didn't know they sold them on their website. They sell a lot more stuff than they list on their website, though. I need to order me some more honey.
Yeah. With all
need to
those extra hides they have.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he
When he jumps
got
in,
so many
he's worse than I
swarms.
am. That's what I said. He's worse than I am. When he goes into something, he goes in whole hog.
Oh, I know. And he started like me and him started the same. Oh, Matt from Grafted Branch was talking about wanting to do bees next year. I'm like, there's lots of us that could help you. I don't know how much help I will be, but Aaron Guidros would be a lot of help.
Yeah, and Lane, the way Lane
That's
learns
true,
everything
yeah.
so quick. He learns from his dad, then he goes on Google and does more research.
I didn't know that, but that makes sense. I know he watches YouTube a lot too.
Yeah, I watched her loofah soap video.
Oh my gosh. I think she sent me a bunch of seeds, and I think some of those are in it, and I didn't know that that's where like the real loofahs came from. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I might just have a random yard of loofahs next year. But
Well, all that
here
she
go nuts
harvested
for that
today
all
was from
natural
2
stuff.
plants.
Huh?
That was just 2 plants worth of loofahs that she
I
harvested.
know.
So if you planted more than 2 plants, you probably have to give up your whole living area just to dry out the loofahs.
Right? Let me see here. Oh, I should do this like this so people can see what I'm doing.
Boy, oh boy. You just got 2,000 red wigglers? Oh, cool.
Ooh, who said that? Oh,
Now,
nice.
because she's been preparing her worm bed for a while.
Did you already have a worm thing in my candy?
Yeah, you can eat loofahs when when they're young, before they get too big. You just eat them like you do other squash.
See, and
Slice them up and fry them.
I don't like a lot of the other squash, so I haven't. I like spaghetti squash. That's pretty much it. You crazy feather. Biggest pain in my butt. Yeah, I only sold these earrings for like $5 last time because I'm still kind of learning and I'm more of a perfectionist about it. And they sold out like instantly. So everyone's like, you should up the price. And I was like, that's probably true.
They're
And then
in the zucchini family, Desiree. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, you're good. We have squash bugs really bad here. And they get everything. Or they try.
Oh, you know what I had real bad? I had the cabbage moth bugs, you know.
Oh, we've never grown cabbage, so I don't know.
No, they were eating oh, my mind's going blank. I can't think of the name.
Someone's on my website. Who could it be? Somebody.
They eat like mustard greens and everything else. And there's CB. She hid behind behind her dog. That
Oh
isn't
my
fair.
gosh. That is a cute dog. Look at its cute little underbite and its little bow. Where'd she go? Come back.
CB. Well, something must have happened just since she came on because she had to turn off her mic and everything.
Yeah, guys, I'm here. I'm just trying to get set up. I'm
Well,
I'm
we
new
wait
to
till you're
doing
ready.
this. I'm trying to figure it out.
Now hit the you know when you what's it say after start camera? Hit the start camera so you can show.
My purty face.
Yeah,
This is
Okay.
the first time I've had makeup on any of the streams, so
I never wear makeup. I take that back. At QuilCon, I wore mascara. I think one day.
I do it once a day. I do it in the morning, and that's it. And it's like if it wore off, or if I worked out on the homestead and I messed it up. Well, sorry you missed it, but I did do it once.
So CB, what do you have?
I got chickens, rabbits, and dogs.
And
And
do
I'm
you
gonna
breed
do quail.
dogs?
I got 2 dogs, and I'm gonna be getting a third. I got a German Shepherd and then that Maltese that you see on there.
Does the German Shepherd leave your critters alone, or do you just keep them separate?
Both. She has gotten them a couple times, but I think that she's trying to help, and she's just too rough.
Oh,
But and she did get a hold of some baby rabbits, which broke my heart one time.
that would be
But other than that, she leaves. She's really good. They torment her. They go over her. I'll put her on the lead between 2 trees, and they go over and drink out of her bowl, and they'll go in her little igloo
That's
dog
funny.
bed. Yeah, I mean, quit tormenting her. She's leaving you alone.
Speak of the devil, and he appears. There's BC.
There he is. Don't breed the Shepherd to the Maltese. Well, I guess it depends
Yeah.
on the gender, though, right?
Well, if the shepherd's female, you can.
Did you say breed
You
them?
can try
Yeah.
if it can reach.
Well, you put her on a chair and let him breed from there.
That'd be funny.
We were talking about you. Everybody was asking where you been. BC.
Yeah. To see you, BC.
Okay, you'll be home tomorrow morning. Okay.
Oh, where's he at?
He's been on vacation. I forgot about that.
Steve,
See, I
do
may
you
not.
Oh, he's on vacation.
I may not have Alzheimer's, but I have some timers. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget.
My father-in-law walked away laughing.
Like the selective time, selective memory.
No, it's not selective because when I want to remember, that's when I can't remember, and when I don't want to remember, I know it.
What do you call it when you walk in a room and can't remember what you were going in there for? That's what I got.
Every day?
That's some timers.
I called that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's funny. Steve, do you do farmers markets?
Hey, Tuber Chat.
I love farmers markets because I don't do
If you
my
guys
own.
want to, if you guys want to grow your channel, you have to subscribe to Tuber Chat.
Tuber chat, like a tuber, like a tomato tuber?
Yep.
I mean, like a potato, I mean.
Yeah.
He just talks about tomatoes?
Tuber type. Actually, oh, you're in somebody else's. You're in Huga's probably.
I'll put super chat on there. Oh, wait, there he is. Hi. Yeah, super
Share on
chat
Reddit?
is super
You
chat
can
does
share the live stream on Reddit?
Well, it shares a link to it.
I know you could do that on Reddit.
super chat is the total name is Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, and what it is it's a channel dedicated to connecting a lot of the small channels, even some of the larger ones, but connecting everybody together. You get to it introduces you to all the new channels out there,
And he spins the wheel to who comes up and whose channel he shows off and stuff like that.
yeah, it's good stuff. It gives you,
Oh, so
he
it's kind of
usually
like Matt does. Matt does that, but he highlights one for like 4 weeks.
yeah, he did.
Well, I need to
a
follow
few
this
minutes of each
channel.
one, so you can.
Well,
You know.
like,
How do you
what was it, a
find
week or two ago that I was showing everybody's store?
Tuber chat?
Tuber Chat, yeah. It's like YouTube, Tuber
It's a
Chat.
brilliant idea. I don't know that anybody else is doing that.
David
Matt
Lynn.
from Grafted Branch is doing something similar.
Another one that does it, that has their Connect and Grow, is David Lynn Prepper Principal.
I would love to do that. I think there should be more, because we
If I
all
had more,
have some people that aren't all connected. So if we all just
well, that's why I found like CB and a few of the others. I'd have to look on names again. Yeah, Anime Gamer.
are they all going to come to QuailCon this year?
Hopefully.
Oh, I got Michigan Adventures.
CB,
They're
what
supposed
state
to
are
be
you in?
coming.
I'm in Southeast Indiana. Not
Oh,
that far.
that's super close then. That's like
Oh
driving.
yeah, she's
Yep, Miami
real close to me, to everybody.
Yep, Miamisburg's
Well, not me,
probably
but-
about an hour.
Nice. Yeah, you super need to come. It's so fun.
No, that's not the chief that that we're talking about. BC is chief. The BC Gaming is gamers. You want Drunken Chef. Hello, Vanning.
I'm gonna do this so people can
With
see
Ada.
me
Okay, that's Ada.
sorting my feathers. I realized yesterday I didn't post any of my holiday shirts. Oops.
And there's Tiffany. Good morning.
Yeah, I can't wait till
If you are in my room, you can type in exclamation point and the word quail and drop your links.
I don't think any of these people are in mine, but you
No.
can do the same thing.
Well, they can be in yours
But most of these are your people.
or who
I
gets,
don't think any of my people actually watch the lives yet. I only have like 120 people though. So
Hi, Canadian family.
Kevin is Tuber Chat. Tiffany is Canadian Family.
ooh, what
Stevie
part
is
of Canada? The part above Utah?
oh, I have 1.32 subscriber. 1.32K. You get up to 500 and you have 2,000 viewing, no, 3,000 viewing hours, and you can get monetized.
I thought you had to have 1,000.
No, they changed it to 500.
Mm-hmm.
You can get partial monetization. I'm not monetized yet, but they're running ads. So they're making money off of me.
Oh, you're not? How are you not monetized yet?
Because I don't have enough watch hours.
Oh. But it doesn't count how much you go. Like, does it count every time we watch you?
It's supposed to.
Okay,
let me check here. Let me show you guys. Let me share this out. Okay. You need 500, subscribers minimum.
Hey, Scotty the Hottie.
And you need 3,000 watch hours.
3,000. How many do you have, Verna?
I have 2,279 public watch hours. That's per year.
Oh, does it start over again in January or no?
What it does is whatever the old ones that are older than a year and a day old fall off.
Oh. So if you were at like almost 3,000 and then it hits January and it's, oh, wait, it's only after they're a year old. I see. So it wouldn't
year old. Yeah. See, that's why they tell you to have 3 video uploads in the last 90 days.
I see.
In other words, if you do 1 a month, you'll keep your monetization as long as you keep your watch hours. So you have to have at least 500 subscribers and at least 3,000 watch hours to get the first stage of monetization. That's super chats and members, stuff like that.
Oh,
and
I
to
see.
get wait a minute. To get everything monetized, then you need 4,000 watch hours.
But like monetized
and 1,000 subscribers.
A ton, right?
Pardon?
It's not a ton of money though, right? Not till you're like huge.
Not until you get big.
So like does Slightly Redneck make a lot of money or not really? Because he just hit 100K. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how much he makes. I'll wait a minute. Let me show you. Let's see. We can find out in this way. If I can find it.
You kind of got to figure it out too on how much you're putting into it, how many hours, how much effort, how much time, based
well, a lot of
on
us,
all of that.
I mean,
is whether or not you're making money.
I genuinely, if my people find it helpful so that I'm fielding less questions, it helps me a ton.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
customers and
I
stuff
think a lot of
because I'm
people do it
constantly,
to
whether I get paid or not, it saves me a lot of time
yeah. People do it just to
because I'm
offset
not answering
their
the same
the
question
cost.
every day.
Oh, I can't find it because Windows dropped one of my things, so that I used to be able to tell you what people were making on YouTube.
I've
That's
Googled
one
it
of my
before.
folders. Huh?
I've Googled it before when my son was asking
Yeah,
me
but
like,
there's
"What is
a
it?"
actual website.
I got 2 windows up right now. Is that what I'm supposed to have? I got StreamYard and then
And
I've
YouTube.
got Verna's up.
I
Well,
usually close one
make sure
because they
mine.
echo.
No, or you could just hit the microphone on the YouTube one. You hit the
Okay.
microphone so it goes off. You mute
Yeah,
that
I
one.
got that on mute. Yeah, but does that mean am I streaming to mine or without? I'm not seeing my channel.
Yeah,
am
you're
I?
streaming. You're streaming.
Oh, okay.
Bake a leg and let it dig. But
So,
hi,
Hello.
Super Chat.
How you doing,
how
Melody?
much space do you have then? Not Verna, because I know Verna. I like your name disappeared again, and then I was like, "What's your name again?"
CB.
What is it?
It's CB. CB.
CB. I was gonna say BC, and I was like, "No, that's not it. That's that dude."
Yeah, that's what I could remember. Social Blade. I had the link for it.
CB. How much space do you have? Like, how much property? A lot. Hey, bro.
Now I can say that.
Ugh.
Here we got CB and
CB?
BC, just to confuse you.
CB. How much
CB? She
property
was
do you have?
asking you how much land you have.
About 4 acres. It's
Oh,
really
wow.
small, real small.
I'm on 1/10 of an acre on a mountainside. So, and Verna's in an apartment. So, small is relative. Because 4 acres that's a lot.
Well, some of it is woods. So
I think Jasmine's a lot of hers is woods.
yeah, which is nice.
Hmm.
You know, be
Do
surrounded
you
by
have
woods.
very many predators in? Not really, right? I guess it. Probably
Who are you
coons.
asking?
You.
For you? Oh, not really. No, not as many as I would think because my neighbor, kind of adjacent to me, has a lot of chickens and poultry and goats, and the other neighbor adjacent to me on the other side has ducks and what do they have? They got ducks, chickens.
So
So
the
with all
predators
the
go
animals,
after
we have
theirs.
so many things. Do what?
Do the predators
I'm
go
sorry?
after theirs instead?
I don't know. I mean, you would think we'd have more because there is so much food here, but we
Yeah.
really don't. I hadn't when I first moved in 2 years ago. I had an owl that was hanging around. We've had hawks, a couple hawks. We actually had a bald eagle that was hanging around here. It was really cool.
They
But
have bald
the
eagles in
usual
Louisiana?
raccoon. I know, isn't that weird?
I didn't know that. I just found out they have them here.
Let's see, around the Midwest area here, we'll have like the weasels, raccoons, possums, all these stray cats, all these things will go after your chicken eggs and things. But bobcats, we have coyotes, but we just don't see a lot of that around here. But then again, I have a German Shepherd, so nothing goes in my yard because of that.
That
Blessings, Dawn.
We have cougars where I'm at.
Hey,
That's
Big Matt.
scary. That's really scary, especially with my little dog.
You know, actually, I heard, and I've seen this to actually be true, is that cougars are scared of dogs. It does not matter the size. They actually,
Really?
if they smell dogs, they usually do not come in the area. So for the most part, they don't come in the neighborhood because it's really urban, but we're like on the side of a mountain. That's kind of how Utah is. It's like clusters of
That's
people
pretty.
and then a mountain. Like it just is. And they don't really come around because they can smell the dogs and stuff. So like
Sounds
we've been really
really
lucky because we haven't had anything come. We did like 3 years ago, maybe there was a cougar when the drought was worse. There was a cougar that was traipsing around and it came down to the school that's right behind our house.
Some cats disappeared.
Yeah, some cats disappeared. Ours was one of them. They will eat cats.
Drunken Chef wants to know where in Utah.
Central Utah, Provo specifically. Why is
And
he
Drunken Chef is the one that you
That
see
has
on
the-
Nightbot. He's the one that's got the rubs.
rubs? I was gonna say spicer.
Hey, Drunken Chef. I just got some Drunken Chef rubs, and I got a pork tenderloin yesterday, and some ribs. And I'm going to do it for New Year's. That's going to kind of be my New Year's thing. I'm going to try out my rubs. I'm looking
I don't
forward
think
to
I've
it.
ever seen
They're-
Drunken
they're
Chef live in the chat. I'm excited. I feel like he's like a
Hey,
celebrity.
Drunken Chef, you want to come up? Just click the link and come on up.
Provo's beautiful. Is he in Utah too?
I'm not 100% sure.
Is he coming? Come say hi.
I don't know. Come on up, Drunken Chef.
Celebrities that
Ah,
meet.
yeah, he's up. He's up. He's up.
Yay.
There we go.
Good morning.
I
Good
tell you
morning.
what.
Good morning.
His seasoning's even good on popcorn.
Ooh. That sounds real good. I need to look. Actually, how long does it take to ship? Is it too late before Christmas?
No, it usually takes about 2 to 5 business days regularly. As long as we get the order, we usually get it out within the next day. Takes a couple days. I'm not sure what Christmas the timing is right now because of Christmas, so it could be a couple more days than that.
Is it? What's the website?
It's
Awesome.
drunkenchefrubs.com.
Drunken Chef type
hilarious.
exclamation point and Quail.
I
Do your channel.
heard you say, how long does it take to ship? But I heard a T on the end of that word instead of a P.
I
We
guess
a
it depends
second
on
to
how
figure out
close
what
the
you
rub
asked
is.
him. But
That
holy
is
cow,
something I would
what
probably
kind of
say too, though.
life
Oh,
you
and-
running here, Verna?
The spooky,
Ghostly Shadow.
yeah, the spooky one. I gave it to my nurse for an early Christmas present, and they love it.
Nice, nice.
Wait, Drunken
That's
Chef,
what's
are
up.
you in Utah?
No, I'm in Arizona, but we went to
Oh.
Utah for Stadium of Fire. We went there to Provo for Stadium of Fire.
Yeah, yeah.
My daughter danced in the show.
Oh, cool. I've not been
Yeah.
to it, but we can see it from our house
Okay,
because we're in South Provo. So we
Cool.
just sit on our back porch and we can watch it because they shoot it
Nice.
up so high.
nice.
But yeah,
Steve posted
been-
his store.
I looked it up. I just opened another tab and typed in Drunken Chef Rubs. It's funny that CB said that because I accidentally typed in Drunken Chef Runs. And then she thought I said something else, and I was like, that's funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, because he's in my Nightbot.
Cool.
He gets
Yeah,
dropped
no,
all the time.
I've heard. That's why I was like, oh, I have not seen this guy in the stream before, but I know of this guy.
Yeah, I pop in and out of people's streams here and there. Mainly I'm in chat, trying to support everybody, drop in, say hi, stay around for like 5 minutes or so just so I can make my rounds,
What part of Arizona are you
So-
in?
I'm in Mesa.
In Mesa?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I've never
Yeah.
been to Arizona, but there's a couple cities that I like hear about all the time, and that's obviously one of them.
Yeah,
And
we're
Grant,
like 20
Similar.
minutes east of Phoenix.
Okay, I was gonna say it has a similar type of population from what I hear as to where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm originally from where Verna's from. I'm from Ohio,
Oh, okay.
but I moved out here in
Ah.
09.
No, Westboro.
and
I almost
Grant,
moved to
Grant is
Arizona.
is near Mesa. He's on a Mesa in Mexico.
Oh yeah, I remember him talking about that, and I didn't actually know what that meant until he talked about that.
I was going to go to ASU when I was younger in Tempe. Yep. So I went out there and checked it out. Yeah. Yeah.
Desiree, what state do you live in?
This earring. Flipping earring. You guys gotta see how frustrating this is. Stupid thing.
Y'all, it's a good thing Black Friday's over with. I need to just save myself here. Save me from my own self and shopping here. I'm sitting here opening all my Amazon packages as though it's Christmas.
Well, you guys, we're going to show out what Drunken Chef's got going right now.
We're gonna what?
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my clickies.
We're going to show your store.
Oh,
Oh, it's Devil Dog Dust today.
yeah. Devil Dog's Dust actually been out since Veterans Day. We still have about 10 more bottles left, I believe. So
Uh-huh.
that's why that's still up there. But once those 10 bottles are gone, then Devil Dog's Dust will be gone. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it again or not. But if we do it, it won't be until May, Memorial Weekend, and we'll
Uh-huh.
probably just do Memorial and Veterans. That's it.
That's cool. See, this
That
is what
is
I
cool.
originally bought right here.
The trio?
SP, yeah, the trio. And then he sent, because I was a 100th customer, he sent me the summertime heat.
That's like when you know you're cool. When you got your own barbecue rub, yeah, that's the ultimate cool right there.
I appreciate that. I don't feel cool. I'm just me.
But this is, what is special with the Devil Dog? Is it extra hot?
So no, it's I would say it's not as hot as the habanero. It doesn't kick as hard, but it depends on how much you use. It's a pepper called chitlipin. It's a little red round ball of a chili, and so it takes a lot actually to make this rubs. And the chilies are not very cheap, but they're mainly grown in Mexico, but it's also the pepper of Texas. That's the Texas state pepper. So um, I don't know the Scovilles on it. Maybe you can look it up and check it out. But I don't remember. We did look it up. But I feel personally, for me, it's not as hot as the habanero. It doesn't have that much of a kick, but it's got pretty good flavor. And if you add more to it, then that's when you're gonna start feeling that heat. And then if you cook with it, the fire or the griddle or whatever it is you're using will start to bring out the Scovilles a little more. So that's like
Yeah.
with any one of our rubs.
And see, I love them. I put them on anything that I'd put salt on.
I mean, I've heard people put them on popcorn, on fruit. I had a guy out of California, shout out to Cholo Trucker, put it on a ice cream bar. Took an ice cream, hit it with that, and then put it back in the freezer overnight. Came out and ate it with that with the jalapeno. I was
I
like,
put,
man, I've never seen that before.
I sliced up pineapple
Okay,
and I sprinkle summertime heat on all of them and put them in the
nice.
freeze dryer.
Oh, okay.
and they are excellent.
Nice.
Hello, Retirement. In Storms, Radio, and Cats. Good to see you. Hey, Des.
Hey, Barry.
What
Peaceful
up, Des?
Des.
Des is here. I gotta go.
No, she's not in that
Hey, Des.
mine. She's in.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Drunken Chef, do you do like farmers markets and stuff, or are you guys too big for that now?
Oh, and
No,
there's
we actually haven't. We've done we've talked about doing it, and we just haven't really pulled the trigger. There's a couple other things that we need to get before we can do that. But we've done like a couple of barbecue competition events that I know a couple guys from, and they'll tell me, yeah, just come through and you can do your stuff, whatever. So we've done that, but mainly the main thing we do is just pretty much YouTube, social media.
That's awesome. Is that your full-time job or just your like side passion?
No, that's my side thing. The barbecue is a side thing for me. I work. I'm a CNC machinist full time.
Oh, okay. I actually know
work
what
for
that
an
is because my husband works in the oil industry, so he works with a lot of CNC machinists.
Nice. Yeah, I work in an aerospace company out here, so that's my full time job. And then on the side, I do barbecue. Ribs,
You
rib
barbecue
plates,
quail with
brisket
it
plates.
yet?
I've done quail. I have done some quail I picked up from AZ Highland Homestead one time. We drove out to Prescott and picked up some quail from him and smoked some of those. That was probably almost a year ago now. What else have we done? Yeah, we pretty much all the basic stuff, chickens, everything else like that. So
What's the weirdest thing you've ever put your rub on personally?
That sounds
probably
like
the quail. Probably the quail is the only the thing. Yeah, but I mean, it was good. We wrapped it up
Not
in
like
bacon.
a beef tongue or a mountain oyster?
Lengua for me is a staple for our culture, so
Oh,
it's
really?
normal. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You
I
said
did a smoked.
lengua, so are you Spanish then?
Hey,
Yes,
Beverly.
yeah.
I was like, I know that word. My BFF is from Mexico.
Yeah, I did the lengua not this past September, but a year ago, September. I did that
I've
for, I don't know if
never
you guys
tried
remember
it, but I don't know
seeing,
how to cook it. I've heard it's really good for you.
it's good. You got to boil it, and then you got to peel the outside layer of that, and then you can throw it on a griddle or in a pan, chop it up, and just kind of fry it a little bit, and then you eat it with tacos or whatever you want to put it in. Doesn't necessarily have to be tacos,
But you shred it though, as long as you pull
You
the
can
outer skin off.
yeah, you can shred it, you can chop it up in chunks, pieces, anything like that.
Yeah, I've never
Hey,
tried.
Shadow.
I know where to get it, but
Hey,
It's like-
Shadow.
I think she has a question.
What meat is that you said you had to chop up?
Tongue.
The beef tongue.
Oh, yeah, beef tongue is good. You just have to chop it
Lengua
up
is
to get
tongue in
rid of most of
Spanish.
the fat.
Hey, Shadow, are you live later?
Oh, I should do this every day. I feel like I'm getting them.
If you go into my my playlist area and look under delicious foods, the lengua video is in there that I did. You guys can take a look at that.
Okay.
And Desiree
I
is
know
in
how to spell
my room.
Well, I'm excited because I was actually kind of wondering like what to get my husband, and he always says he wants nothing, but I was like, ooh, this actually would be like right up his alley. I kind of, where do you go to like a specific butcher to get beef tongue? Is there a better place to get it? I know I've seen it at like a grocery store, but
I get mine from
Hold on a
Walmart
minute, people.
when
Really?
they have it. Yeah,
do they always have it, or is it
not every Walmart has them. No.
okay? But if I went to like a like a butcher shop, they probably would have it too.
You probably could get them there. I'm honestly not sure. The butcher that I go to is called Gilbert Butchery. I don't think I've actually ever seen one there. And there I get like my dino ribs from there, and sometimes I'll go and buy ribs if I feel like spending a little extra money on it and stuff. But I don't know if I've ever seen the beef tongue there. I'm gonna have to look next time.
What about like we have like a Hispanic market that has really good meat.
They
Would
might
they
have
have
one.
it there?
They might have it. Yeah.
Okay. Because if
Most-
anybody's got it, they're gonna have it, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say. Most Mexican stores will have
Okay. I'd actually
stuff like that.
So that's so funny because I didn't know that that was a Mexican thing. I knew birria is,
Yeah.
but I've not had it.
Yeah.
Because my Mexican neighbor that raises goats actually won't eat the goats. So he just lets them breed and has a bunch of them. And they have names. So he won't eat them.
He can always make tacos out of them and sell them.
Yeah, I keep telling him I want to try it. And he's like, well, these ones aren't for eating. But my other friend knows how to make it. So I'll have to ask him. But he runs a food truck, but they do Philly cheesesteaks. They said there was enough taco food trucks in Provo, which is fair.
Yeah, that's probably true.
We've
seen quite a few out there.
Hispanic culture here too.
We went to that wrestling place right there, the wrestling one that's themed. What was it called? Something burrito. Sweeto burrito.
Oh, I think I've heard
that. That's right along the lines. I think the next city over from you guys, Provo. I forget where though, but we did a review on that place when we were out there.
Oh. Well, if you come out here and review again, you should review the meats. It is so good. This is our Philly cheesesteak truck. It is so good. We eat it so many times a week. And we don't get a discount because we're their best friends.
I'll have to reach out to you when we go out there.
We need to review Arizona in January when it's freezing here. Make a trip out there.
And there's M&T, who is, no, I don't have M&T's
M&T
name.
living and cooking.
Yeah, M&T living and cooking.
Awesome people. We did a live cook the other day on Wednesday. We made a pambazo.
You made what?
We made something called a pambazo.
What's that?
It's kind of like a torta, like a sandwich. You have potatoes, chorizo, lettuce, cotija cheese, and you make a sauce out of chile guajillo, and then you soak it in the bread, and you fry up the bread or toast the bread, and then you make like a little sandwich in it.
Do you do it in English when you do it or no?
What's that? The live?
When you do the cooking stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard him speak anything but English except for when he's naming the meats.
Well, that's why I wondered, because I was like, I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out enough. Like, I understand it a lot more. Get out of here, dogs. Hey, dogs.
We have the subtitles on.
I can understand it pretty good. My speaking isn't very good because our friend doesn't speak it a lot, or he does like a Spanglish, so he'll switch back and forth.
Gotcha.
Even when he talks to like anything other than his mom, like if he talks to his siblings, he switches back and forth.
Gotcha.
Aha! I finally got them right.
Cool.
I did 3 of these little boogers. Because the other one was too short and it was bothering me. But then I had to find more pearl and Italian feathers. I need to go find me one of. I'm gonna look through.
You should see what the Egyptian bee feathers look like.
I know. Now I'm like, maybe I'll get other. The only reason I got button quail, one, is because people were asking me to hatch them, but I want their eggs for jewelry.
Uh-huh.
But they can fly so good and they're so hard to catch. You can be holding them in your hand and talking to them, and they're gone.
That's how the kits are. They be sitting in your hand, all of a sudden they're gone, and they try to go. And I caught one before it got to my knees, because it was fine with me patting it, but when my nurse reached over to pat it,
It
it jumped out of my hand.
But
I caught it.
I keep trying to click on Drunken Chef on here, but in the comments it won't let me. So I just need to.
No, you have to do it from my channel to catch it.
Oh, here it is. I did it from. But I need to do this intro video thing that everybody else has. Now, what would I put in it? Nothing I do is ever serious. So, I mean, it's sort of serious, but.
So is there a difference in taste of the eggs of those quail when you guys talk about the
No. They really don't. They really don't taste any different per se.
Okay.
It's that often people that are allergic to chicken eggs can eat quail eggs.
That's true.
And
Usually it's
also
quail
another
and
thing
duck.
is if somebody's on chemotherapy, sometimes their doctors tell them to get quail eggs
Oh wow.
because they're higher in B vitamins.
Interesting.
And since they're so small, they're not wasting so much food.
It's
Interesting. Okay.
CB. What I tell people when they ask me that, because that's the most common question I get, is that honestly, most people have okay, it doesn't have to be McDonald's, but most people have a McDonald's type palate. If you have, and so I'm like, everything tastes like chicken. If you have a McDonald's palate, everything tastes like chicken. So it's not going to taste that weird to you. If you have a discernible palate, you might notice they're a little bit different, but more on the creamy side. To me,
Right.
I can
They
taste the
had-
difference, but I couldn't pinpoint what it is. But I don't
The
have
yolk-
a palate.
The yolk is bigger than the whites. There's a lot more yolk than there are whites to a quail egg. Whereas a chicken egg has a lot of yolk. I mean, a lot of whites and a little yolk.
I think I will say
Whatever
though, I
conversation.
tasted a duck egg to compare because
Yeah,
duck eggs are supposed to be more
these
creamy
places.
too.
About rubs.
I think duck eggs
VEYS.
taste like a sulfury. There's like a smell, like a duck pond smell. It like had a weird smell and it affected the taste. I don't know.
Duck eggs are stronger tasting.
Yes.
And if you fry them, they're rubbery. They're more rubbery.
The texture was a little bit different. We cooked all three together and then we did a blind taste test and I could immediately tell what was a chicken. And then the duck, before I even put it in my mouth, I could smell it. And I was like, okay, well, that's good to know because people that haven't just had chicken eggs will often say, how does it compare to a duck egg? And I was always like, I don't know. So then I tasted a duck egg and I was like, not good.
Duck eggs are best for baking.
Yeah, which is weird because it doesn't affect the taste.
No, it doesn't affect the taste, but it is better. It does other things to the baking when you're baking.
Can I have some too? Nope. Guess not.
So when we had the quail that we got from AZ Highland Homestead, Nick, he also gave us some quail eggs, and we did a little short on hard boiled to soft boiled quail eggs, and I did a taste test on them. Now I personally can taste the difference between that and chicken eggs because all I've ever had was chicken eggs, and we don't eat a lot of McDonald's, so when you said that, I was like, dang, that makes so much sense. So I could taste the difference in the quail egg, but it wasn't really. I guess because I'm not used to it, it was kind of like, I don't know if I could do this again. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we haven't had them since then. So, but I mean, if they're healthier, why not? You know what I mean?
I think it
They
depends how
are
you
healthy.
cook them too and what you add them to. Because there are certain things that I'm like a chicken egg tastes better in.
Okay.
But if it's all you have, like if you're somewhere you can't have chickens, like where Verna is, like she could maybe fit a couple chickens in her house, but they stink and you don't want them in your house, you know?
They're
Like
noisy too.
they are very noisy, yeah.
A
So it's like,
chicken being quiet is like a roux being noisy on a quail.
yeah, yeah. It's not.
Yes. Let me answer that question. I have done that before. I can't remember how long ago it was, and we did a video on that. I'd have to look and drop it in the chat later or something. But yeah, we have done that.
Well, Steve's been dropping your video link so people can find it on your YouTube channel.
Okay. Appreciate whoever's dropping that.
That's my moderator. It's my cousin.
Ooh,
The witch
S.O.
doctor.
Swanson. S.O. Swanson.
Oh, I can't see chat. I'm on my phone, so I can't see chat.
Well, you can see it when I put it up there.
Mel hot smoked ones are so good. Like I'm horrible at cooking, so I learned that if you just put raw quail eggs in the smoker, they hard boil as they get smoked, and they're really good. I imagine chicken eggs would be really good like that too.
Yeah, that was a suggestion from one of my friends from work, Bobby. He was like, "Hey, have you ever tried this?" And I looked at him kind of weird. I was like, "Really?" I was like, "All right, I'll try it." And yeah, they did come out pretty good.
CB will have to drop it. I think you're in CB's channel. Huga. You put it in your smoker on the grill like it's a steak.
Yeah,
Or you put it on the cooler side.
yeah, you do it indirect and just set them right on top, just like that, in the shell and everything.
Yeah, Huga's going to have to put it up there. And
What do I
evidently
need
she's
to put up?
handling something. You need
What?
to put Drunken Chef's channel
bro.
link
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll do.
Get some medicine. All right.
in your chat.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I was sending you, Verna, I was sending you a coupon code for Chewy.
Oh, MNT said hi to me, and I forgot to say hi back. Hi. I don't think I know them yet. Oh, they're on the I can never say that name right.
Huga.
Huga, that's right. One of my friends told me that, and I had never heard it, and then I saw it here, and that was the second time I'd ever heard of it.
It
And her
is
name's
a
CB.
yeah. I just go by CB. It's easier. Huga is a concept. You can just Google the word Huga and you'll see all the stuff come up. It's about being chill, having a peaceful, happy, calm, striving for that in everything, in your house and in your lifestyle, keeping things simple, more
So
natural.
you need goats then. You can do goat yoga.
Oh goodness. Yeah. If goats weren't destructive, I'd say yes. But
Well,
yeah.
you get the Nigerian
Goats are so
dwarfs.
cute.
You need to get
They're so
like
cute. And I
Nigerian
do make
dwarfs.
stuff. I would love the goat milk soap. I get the goat milk. I trade it. Everything around here is in barter. So, somebody's got bees and, somebody else goes fishing and we all trade our stuff. I trade my rabbit meat. So I don't even really sell. I don't sell my rabbit meat or anything like that, or eggs.
I love
Everything
that
is
though. We don't have neighbors like that, really.
Yeah, everybody around here has something, and then they trade it, whatever their thing is, or at least one thing.
That's good though. Like,
Hunters have
because
deer,
when money's not worth anything, trading.
Yeah,
will
and
be-
everybody's just fantastic. I mean, we had a lot of high winds and stuff in the Midwest, and we had storm, and I was surprised when I first moved out here that we had a storm, and the next morning I had tree limbs and things everywhere, like everybody did, and people were just showing up on ATVs at my house with ready to just start. It was just a thing. They it was never even a question. They just go around and start cutting all that stuff up for everybody.
That is sweet. Welcome back, Chef.
Yeah, I only got a couple more minutes. I got family over. We're making breakfast, and I'm about to start assembling these breakfast burgers. We're gonna eat. You guys want to peek at this?
Ooh, yum.
I did a video on this yesterday that we dropped. Is Carl's Jr. breakfast burger, or Hardee's for those that are in other areas. Bacon, hamburger, tater tots, or potato rounds.
Were you the one I saw took the canning lids and was dropping eggs and putting it on the grill and then dropping eggs on in the canning lids, the canning rings that makes it like perfect size, perfectly round to fit on a bone?
No, but that's actually smart. I like that idea.
That's actually a really good idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have been the one to think about that anyways, because I'm not that great, but stupid.
Now I'm away from the computer because I had to answer a call and Lucy needs to go out.
I have been gifted breakfast.
I hope to get a new Lucy here. I'm still looking. I'm looking for a new dog. I lost my dog about 3 months ago. She was a Maltese, and they're expensive. And right now at Christmas time, I'm not a big, like people give them for Christmas presents, and puppies that come out this time of year are really for, for people to sell for Christmas. And, I want one that's a good dog, a really good dog. She was a therapy dog. She worked with me every day. I worked in occupational therapy, which is like physical therapy, and she literally went with me all day, every day to work, and worked with patients in the hospital and the nursing home. And I just retired, so I'm not doing that anymore. But I do want another Maltese like that, and they're hard to find, the real AKC registered ones. And they can be a little pricey because they're a little purse dog. So they're anywhere from maybe 4,000, 5,000 up to 12 or 14,000.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, a little Paris Hilton dog. Yeah, I retired to the country and then get me a little Paris Hilton purse dog. But they're the best dogs. They're so smart and they're amazing. Easy to train.
Nice.
And cute little white fluff. So it'll be probably full grown, like 6 or 7 pounds at most.
Oh wow. Tiny.
I ran around all day with her in a bag. She'd go visit patients with me in a bag, and I'd set the bag down, and she'd just stay in it until we were ready to work with her. And she helped a lot of people.
Yes, I
MT,
told them to bring me a
that only
diaper.
works in my channel or Kelly's channel. See, I've
have
never had a full-bred dog. I always get rescue animals.
Oh, they're just as good. You know. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, OTWP. I'm sorry if I missed something in the chat. I'm still figuring this stuff out, so please don't be offended if I miss somebody, if I don't say hi or something, because it's my little ADD self can't quite follow all of it just yet.
Have a blessed day, off the wall prepper.
Bye, O. Thanks for coming by. I got this goal for the new year that I'm going to get more organized because I do a little bit of prepping and, you know, like everybody these days. And I'm going to get more organized. That's one of my goals. So I got all this stuff I'm unpacking from Amazon that's hopefully going to help me get more organized. Y'all got any New Year's resolutions you're going to be doing? Any goals, plans?
my only resolution is to not make any because I never follow through.
Exactly.
Other than that, it's we just kind of go with the flow. We're busy with the YouTube work. My daughter's got dance, so January through July we'll be busy with her dancing. We'll be back out in Provo in July for the Stadium of Fire again. So that's pretty much where our stuff is at.
Yeah, kids these days,
So
they need to come with their own like social planner, personal assistant. You know, they do. That would
exactly.
probably be a good business to be the, you know, the personal manager of children activities. So your child has all that stuff. They can keep track of all the stuff they need for school and
Yeah, that's my wife right there. She has a planner for everything.
Hello, dragonflies.
So, well, I'm gonna drop down, guys. I appreciate you letting me up, Verna. It's good talking to you guys. I gotta
It's always
finish
drop
great
your
having
link,
you.
this done.
chef. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop your link. I'll do it now. So we'll get it in there.
If we can drop everybody's link so I can check in with all of you because I'm not sure. So, well, who do I think I'm?
Okay.
On mine, you just type exclamation point and quail.
So, all right, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate
Have
you
a
guys.
blessed day.
Peace out.
Bye. I put my Instagram on there. I don't know if y'all do Instagram. Sometimes it's easier, I think, with Instagram. I can just drop a picture or something. If I can't do a whole video, you know.
I do Instagram, and then I try to upload it all to my YouTube.
I have an Instagram account, but I don't do anything with it. Sometimes I'll remember to put my advertisement in it, but I don't have very many followers, so if any, because I don't do anything with it. See, right now, Manola Ranch came up. See.
I'm going to stay for a couple more minutes. I'm starting to lose my voice again. So
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I gotta go get
It's
on
getting better.
critters.
Hey,
gotta go.
dragonfly.
I gotta get my critters situated and start setting up for the market. Make sure everything's in the car.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock already. I didn't realize it was so late. So we've been going live for 3 hours.
I got a lot of feather earrings done though. Yahoo!
Yay.
Look at all these.
Woohoo. Then what do you do? Do you sell those at QuailCom or what's
To me,
the plan? Yeah.
I didn't this last year because I didn't know how to make them. I now make these in quail egg earrings and necklaces and quail claw necklaces and keychains. And I'm mostly known for like my shirt designs. So like this one I made says money can't buy happiness, but it can buy QuailCon tickets. So like last year's QuailCon t-shirt I designed. So I do all kinds of random stuff. I mainly go to the farmer's market. It's hard to sell eggs at a lot of them because you're not allowed, or they have like special rules and stuff. So
You
I
usually have to
go,
have an egg dealer's permit.
yeah, a lot of times. And so I go with jewelry and stuff. And then I usually have signs about like quail is the new chicken or benefits of quail eggs and stuff like that. And then people see the jewelry and they come over and then they see the signs and then they start asking questions and then they take a card and then they know, oh, she also has quail. She has a hatching at home program, like that kind of stuff. So it's I feel like it's a good segue into a lot of conversations, but also it draws in people that you normally might not draw in because they see like pretty feather earrings and they're like, ooh, where do you get these? And it's like, well, let me tell you. So I figured it would be a good way to draw in more people because I feel like just talking about quail and stuff, a lot of people are actually interested, but they're somewhere they can't have chickens and they never knew about quail.
There you
And
go,
so-
Kelly.
Yeah, there's my thing.
Your
You
store.
need a t-shirt that says, ask me about my quail. Or
Says
ask me
what?
about my bunnies. Ask me about my quail. A t-shirt.
I was like,
that
I
says,
don't
"Ask
have
me
that
about
one,
my
but I
quail."
have so many design. I have like hundreds. Like I've been designing shirts as long as I've been raising quail. So like 3 years. I just every time someone gives me an idea or I think of something funny or I see a chicken design that I'm like, I want that as a quail design, I just change it. So I like Canva a lot. So I design a lot of stuff on Canva. What could be called shorts. I missed that part. Oh, Andy Rabbit was the one that told me to do 30 shorts for 30 days. And I'm on day 7, I think, or 8. I think it's day 7 of shorts. So I have 2 new subscribers.
Woo-hoo.
But I entertain myself. My shorts entertain myself. And I'm going to have more stories from the farmer's market, I'm sure, by tonight to make more funny videos of. And then maybe
You
I'll
guys-
do random cooking with Kelly videos because that one was a random. The one I posted was a random one I did a
On the
long time
French
ago.
toast.
Do what? The French toast one, yeah.
Yeah, the French toast one.
That was a random one I did a long time ago, and then I found it and was like, oh, that's a good idea, Andy. A pink shirt that has the benefits of quail eggs. I could probably do that. I have a couple different graphics of it already. They're just not on a t-shirt, but they could easily be put on a t-shirt. So,
This has been real fun, but I've got a lot of things I got to get done.
I was just going to say, I got to scoot because I have a lot of crap to get done, and I have to be at the farmer's market in like 4 hours.
So everybody have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you Monday night at Someone Tears live
Oh,
stream.
yeah. Awesome.
Yes,
Bye,
thank you
guys.
guys. Oh, it was
And
fun.
Buster, I haven't forgot your stuff. I will get
Bye.
it out after Christmas because right now everybody would lose their stuff in the mail. Everybody have a blessed day.